Hey, hello everybody, it's Matt with the DPI Podcast. Sorry for the late start, a little bit of technical difficulties tonight. Facebook's being weird with Restream. It's not letting us get the feed up on the personal Facebook page. But tonight's going to be a lot of fun. Not a lot of Disney news tonight per se. We're going to talk more with Allison about what it takes to set up a YouTube channel, a Facebook channel, and do content, and what are the hardest things about doing the content and that kind of stuff. So if you know, Allie's my daughter. She is 10 years old. She is a big old Disney dork. And apparently she's holding her breath through the whole intro, so she is blue when we get to her screen. So with that being said, let's go ahead and do an ad for Princesses and the Mouse, and then we will have Allison come on. Hey, Allie, how you doing tonight?
Hi.
You enjoy?
I'm doing fantastic. Except for the fly that's flying around. That's annoying me.
Yeah, there's a fly in the studio, and flies attracted the light, and we've got lots of lights. So it's just kind of bouncing around the room. It's being kind of funny tonight. So Allison, what we're going to talk about tonight, and I really didn't give you a whole lot of heads up on what we were talking about.
You said we were doing a Q&A.
Yeah, so that's basically what we're going to do. We're just going to talk a little bit about kind of what we're doing content-wise, whether it's with the Disney stuff or what you're doing on your channel. So first off, tell everybody what your channel is. What is your channel about?
It's called Allie's Adventures with only one L. And we talk about the places I've gone.
So, what 2 episodes do you have out right now?
Discovery Cove and Disney Springs.
Okay, so Discovery Cove and Disney Springs, and what other episodes are we talking about putting together so that people kind of understand, you know, this isn't always going to be about Orlando stuff, it isn't always going to be about Disney stuff. What are some of the other episodes that we're planning in the future?
The zoo.
So the Indianapolis Zoo, where else?
The racetrack.
The racetrack, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Can you actually talk and not just go da da da?
But that's how I talk.
No, it's not.
Okay.
So in doing the channel, you know, how did you kind of get your start doing the Disney stuff? You know, what did you do first?
I was on here with you.
You were on here with me, and you decided that you enjoyed doing this enough to where you wanted to start doing your own stuff. And what does doing your own stuff entail? It's not just getting behind a camera and just blabbering for 2 hours. What do you actually have to do to tape an episode? So let's say like the Disney Springs episode. Take people through the process of actually building an episode. So what was the first thing we kind of did?
We had to research, and then we had to write it on a piece of paper about our research, and we had to make topics, and then we had to film it, and then you have to make sure that your microphone isn't tucked into your shirt to where it isn't so quiet. So then you have to film it again with a different piece of paper. Then you have to make sure that the paper doesn't keep attacking you, and you have to make sure that you yell, "I'm done," when you're done.
Are you done?
I'm done.
So yeah, so there are quite a few pieces to putting together something. You know, we don't always do live shows. You know, the Disney Planning Insights podcast with Princesses and the Mouse does a lot of informative Disney content as well. We've got episodes on planning your vacation to Walt Disney World. We've got episodes on the park areas. We've got episodes on areas in the parks. We've got episodes on how to plan a day in the parks. So there's a lot of like informative stuff out there that it does take a lot of kind of pre-work before you can get to actually getting behind the camera and taping an episode. You know, this is kind of, you turn it on, you hope everything works, and you just kind of talk until you get done talking. But when it comes to doing something like an actual full episode, it takes a little bit more than that to do it. So how did you pick the areas where you wanted to explain? So How did you pick your topics?
Well, I went there, and then you just have to film stuff at that area, and then you just talk about it.
Yeah,
Plus, you
so
have the stuff that you filmed.
So, do you remember what we call just the filming of, like, the stuff? What is that called?
A very long process.
Or B-roll?
Oh, yeah, that too.
So, we do a lot of B-roll when we go out now. So, at the zoo, we took about 2.5 hours of footage at the Indy Zoo. We'll probably do the same around the track, even though we've been to the track 100 times. We really just haven't gone there with the GoPro and just explored and done B-roll shots at the track. So that'll be interesting to do. Hopefully we can get out there in August when the NASCARs and the Indy cars are out there. That'll be really cool. But what are some of the other things that you're wanting to do with your channel? You know, how do you want your channel to grow? It's not just about, hey, I'm going to slap a video up, you know, once a month and hope and pray that things go well. You know, what are the big things that you do as a creator to kind of get the word out about your content?
You tell your family and friends.
That's a great place to start. I mean, that in all essence, that's your first kind of connected network, is going to be your family and your friends. You know, if you are a friend of the channel, if you're one of our family members, you see Disney stuff from my pages many times a day. And that's kind of what we're doing with Ali's stuff too, is that we have to figure out how to get it moving, and that's going to be the best way is through using that connected network. So, you know, if you do see those, hey, Ali's Adventures has a new video out, if you can like and share that post, that helps us out a lot, because I'm not friends with all of your friends, you're not friends with all of your friends, so it just, the more that it can get liked and shared, the more that stuff can get out. You know, Ali's show is very much in the beginning stages. You know, she's got 2 episodes out. Both of them have done really well early and then kind of trail off. But she's doing them real well because they're more of from a kid's perspective on what Ali thinks is important at each of those locations. So how do you come up with what's actually important and what you actually want to talk about for each location?
So usually you talk about some of the things, like attractions that you can do there. You also talk about the food.
The food, you like the food?
Yeah.
And we always like to tell people kind of where they are in relation to the area that you're in. You know, if we are talking about something that's around Walt Disney World, we're going to give you an idea of how you can get from a Walt Disney World hotel to that area. We're going to give you an idea of how long it takes to take a bus from your resort to a park, that kind of stuff when we're talking about those things. So I think, you know, there's a little bit of an informative aspect to there's a little bit of a, hey, look at this cool stuff aspect to them. And there's a little bit of a, you know, Ali's just stinking cute aspect to them. And I think that's why we think these are going to work, is, you know...
Because I'm adorable.
Yeah. Pippi Mousestockings over there is trying to ham it up. So when it comes to gaining viewers, what are some of the best things that you can do to gain viewers? So think about the people that have lots.
Tell persons about your stuff.
Tell people about your stuff. You've got to get it out. I mean, you've got to be your own best publicist. You've got to be the one that's really kind of pushing your content out there and really talking to people about it. Now, I've been one that Ali doesn't have access to a lot of social media, for good reasons, I think, right now. But, you know, we are gonna get that information out to the family, and then hopefully from there the family can help us out by moving that content around. How do you think your channel's doing so far?
I think it's doing good.
Good. Yeah, I mean, I think it's doing well. When you look at the numbers, like, again, you have 2 videos out right now. You have 2 videos out. You have 10 subscribers, which is
10?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I only had 8. Oh, well,
Yeah,
I
you've gained
2.
You've gained
Okay.
2 since that last one. And again, you don't want to necessarily look at your subscribers or your watch count or that kind of stuff. You want to make sure that your stuff's just engaging. So your first video, kids review of Discovery Cove, has 75 views. It has 8 likes.
I didn't know any of this.
And then a kids review of Disney Springs in Orlando, Florida, has 26 views and 1 like. That was me.
Wow.
I liked your video.
You, good boy.
So again, you're not gonna base the success of the channel on numbers like that necessarily. You're really gonna want to look at stuff like, engagement and retention and that kind of stuff. So, your Disney Springs video, the retention's at like 44%, which is awesome. So they're staying through almost half of the video, which is great. The one for Discovery Cove, 16.8%. They're staying for the first 2 minutes or so and then bugging out. So that might be people that are just kind of perusing it and passing it on. There's a lot of things that could go into that. Oh, I had to sneeze and then I yawned. That was weird.
Don't sneeze and yawn.
Yeah.
It's painful. I've done it before.
Hey,
Don't do
your
it.
eyes could pop out. Scientifically proven.
He says that if you walk in a zigzag line while it's raining, it is scientifically proven that you will get less wet.
Scientifically proven.
But I tried it, although I can't really walk in a zigzag line. So I'm not sure if it does really work. But I tried it, and I just got the same amount of wet. Missed probably 2 raindrops. So
That's 2 less raindrops that hit you.
still, like,
Scientifically proven.
how is that scientifically proven? Like, so much stuff is random that is scientifically proven.
Yeah, it's statistical analysis.
Now you're just confusing me.
If I use big words.
Statistical analysis.
So yeah, what else do you want to talk about the channel? Do you have any questions for me about the content or anything like that?
Emily subscribed to my channel. I didn't yours.
Yeah, definitely subscribe to Allie's Adventures over on YouTube. It's got a cool little animated picture of her as the icon, so that's how you know you've got Allie's Adventures, and it only has 2 videos. If you want to see more, focused Disney content, go over to the Disney Planning Insights podcast page. We now have a lot of videos up.
We need to do a video for your... Have you made 100 videos?
95.
On your 100th video, we have to make a 100 video party.
A party video? So 101's a party video?
We have to dance around.
Can we play BTS?
Yeah! You don't have to even ask that. That is a statement. Play BTS.
I don't think I like that statement.
Well, you asked it, to me, and I said yes, so...
Yeah.
We're doing a... Watch out. We're going to do a party, and we're going to listen to BTS, and we're going to dance around for the 100th video.
She thinks. She thinks.
Don't worry, on my 100th video, I'll definitely do that.
Looks like we got one lurker in Twitch. I wonder if that's Brian over on the Twitch side.
Yes.
So, what else do you want to talk about tonight? Anything Disney? Anything Disney Plus that you want to talk about?
Loki is good. Good show.
Don't give any spoilers, but we watched the finale. Finale was released this week.
It was also really confusing. Nothing made sense. Except for the fact that they destroyed the monster. And then...
What monster?
The rock. the cloud thing. That was surrounding... And not the season finale, the last episode, the one before that.
The penultimate one? The one before the final.
Yeah, that one. It's a cloud, and it has a face, and it goes rawr, and it eats things, like giant ships and houses.
And it's made of purple cloud.
Mm-hmm. And there's a house inside, and they went in the house.
Too many spoilers. Do not spoil it.
The guy dies. You'll find out which guy if you watch it on Disney Plus.
How about Bad Batch?
Bad Batch is even more confusing because the last episode literally didn't make any sense.
Yeah, the last episode barely had the actual Bad Batch characters in it.
Yeah, they just picked up a bots thing of stuff. No, they gave a bots thing of stuff to other people. And then Omega and this other girl became friends, and then they had to leave, so they had to save Piper. That's literally the only part that I understood. The rest of it, I was just...
What did you think about WandaVision?
WandaVision made the most sense because, I watched Star Wars more than Marvel, but apparently that made sense more than Bad Batch.
I thought WandaVision was pretty good.
Yeah. Now we have, only Monsters at Work to watch because everything else, including Mandalorian, left us on a cliffhanger and then said that we had to wait for over a year for the second season.
But we're halfway to Christmas.
The third season. Yeah, the third season or
yeah,
the second season?
The third.
Third.
And we are halfway to Christmas. So that means we have
halfway more.
We have less days to Christmas than we do to last New Year. By 2.
Wow, we have 2 less days. I'm so happy.
Yeah, so Mandalorian Season 3 comes out Christmas Day this year.
December 25th. And I've been telling all my friends to watch it, and they say that they don't have Disney Plus, and that makes me sad.
Sad people.
Yeah, sad.
WandaVision, I don't think they can do anything else with that.
But there is the movie about her, the Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet
because
Witch.
you find out why she's called that in the series.
Yep.
She's now thought.
Black Widow's out now. We're gonna wait for that to come to Disney Plus.
Black Widow, what?
Marvel movie.
Oh, another superhero movie? It's like you have the movies, and then you have a movie about the character, and then you have another movie, and then it's like you have another movie.
You know why they do that?
Because
people will pay money to see it.
I think I thought that they just needed a backstory because they were as confused as I was.
I don't know. I don't know that confusion is the reason. I think it's more people just can't get enough of it, and they'll continue to pay money to see that kind of stuff. So.
Well, I'm just confused.
Well, that could be it too. You could just be confused. What else Disney do we have going on?
Oh, look at the thing on his camera. You look right there where the picture is, and then the water bottle. It's "I love you" to the Death Star and back. He got that for his birthday, and he's now old, and he's now 40. We also got him the dad joke loading. Please wait, because he has very bad dad jokes. Also, there's the Lego Scout Trooper from Mandalorian that he built right next to the dad joke loading. Please wait sign, because he has terrible dad jokes. And
a wild find at Allie's great grandma's house.
The Hollywood Tower bell thing.
Yeah, the Hollywood Tower. So the Tower of Terror bell.
At Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, that was kind of an interesting find. Nobody knows where it came from, so it might be haunted.
Well, I would already be haunted because I played with that for like 5 minutes at her house.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm probably already haunted. Maybe that's why I finally learned how to braid my hair in like pigtails. I've never tried before. Except for like yesterday. And then I found out that it actually looks nice on me. At least I think it looks nice. But I'm not going to wear my hair in pigtails every single day for the rest of my life.
You're such a dork.
No, I'm such an adorable person. Also, he has the case for his watch up there. May the Force be with you. He has a Star Wars watch that we got him. And he has the box up there. Also, the blue fishy on the red hat, I made that with Orbeez. I mean, aqua beads. Yes, aqua beads. And all those ears up there, except for the blue fluffy ones, right next to the Mickey head, are mine.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Are you sure?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Well, it is now 8:03. What does that mean? It's bedtime. So say goodbye to everybody.
Hi.
Say goodbye to everybody.
Hi. I know. What are you doing? Are you looking
Say
for
good-
your red bouncy ball?
Say goodbye to everybody.
Hi.
Say goodbye to everybody.
Bye. I don't want to get hit by the ball. That ball's scary. Scary ball.
That was Allie. She's a dork. As we can just go back to this one. So yeah, another family show in the books. Definitely pretty cool to have Allie doing her own show now. Definitely good to get a different take on some things. She's done a really good job of really pushing her content and really kind of laying the groundwork for what she wants to do, whether it be building the structure of the show, or she does all her own recording. I'm still doing all the editing. I use DaVinci Resolve for all the editing, and then just getting everything up on YouTube and just having a schedule. Right now, for the rest of the year, we're going to be doing a monthly schedule for her, one release every month. That way she's not having to do a ton during her summer break, but just, she has some time to tape an episode in one day and, give us some time to edit it and get it all out there. Over on the DPI side, we're going to be taping, I think we have on the schedule next weekend to tape 12 episodes for different things around the park. So we're doing some restaurant reviews. We're finishing up our in the park series. We're doing our one day at each park. So a lot of things going on there. But not going to stay on here too much longer. I know this is weird on the Twitch side because Twitch is more of a long form. And we're doing 30 minute to hour shows here. But we're trying to do them every other week. So if you are new to the Twitch channel, thank you. Follow us. We're going to have some neat content coming out as we get more of an idea of how Twitch can help us grow our content through our other social media platforms, because we do have a pretty strong Facebook platform and a pretty strong YouTube platform for beginners. So that's kind of where we've been pushing most of our content. Twitch has been something relatively new to us, and we're going to start trying to do some more live stuff at the parks on Twitch and that kind of stuff. So really interested to see where that goes. Well, thank you all for hanging out with us tonight. If you do have any questions, follow us over on Facebook at DPI Podcast, over on Twitter at Disney Insights, and the YouTube page is the Disney Planning Insights Podcast. I want to thank you all for watching tonight, and you guys all have a good night, and I will talk to you later. Allie was on the show tonight. We talked about building a channel and what it takes to kind of put content out on the internet. You just saw the ad for Princess of the Mouse Disney Travel. If you are looking to book a trip to Walt Disney World or Disneyland, get in touch with us over on Facebook at PATM Disney Travel. And then, again, our normal Facebook account at DPI Podcast, over on Twitter at Disney Insights. I want to thank all of you for watching or listening if you catch this on the podcast. We will be back on Tuesday with another DPI News and Notes